Hi guys, my name is Wendy and I am the maker behind all things Crafted Maverick. I had my first craft fair over the weekend and I wanted to tell you a little bit about it and kind of the things that I learned and the things that I'll implement going forward. I make and sell and sew dolls, and I crochet amigurumi like these guys here, Mr. Axolotl and Mr. Octopus. And I did my first craft fair. It was at a coffee shop on 24th Street in Norfolk, Virginia, and it was called Coalescence Coffee. It was with the Salty Market 757, and I just wanted to tell you about the things that I learned at my first craft fair. The first thing was the craft fair that I chose was at Coalescence Coffee, like I said, and it was not particularly geared towards children. It was a market set up from the pop-up, which is Salty Market 757, this very sweet lady who runs pop-ups for local vendors in the area. And one week you could be at a farm market, one week you could be at a coffee shop, one week you could be at a brewing company. You could just be all over the place. So the one that we were at on Saturday was at a coffee shop, and the coffee shop was in downtown Norfolk. There was parking that was nearby, very close nearby on the street. There was a parking lot right around the corner there, and it was raining, so there weren't as many people as I thought that there were going to be there, and I think the rain was a deterrent to that. And a lot of the clientele that were coming in, I foolishly assumed that all the adults that were going to come in were going to bring their children, and they were just going to storm my booth because I had children's items. That wasn't the case. I did sell my first item before the craft fair, and we'll get into that here in just a few minutes, before the craft fair officially started. So I was super excited, but the majority of the people that were there, I'd say probably 95% were adults that didn't have children with them. So I think that the venue that I chose to go to for the pop-up, I think that maybe perhaps it wasn't the right venue for me. She does have pop-ups that are at like a local farm, which is the one that I'm going to do on Monday. And I think that because they have, children's activities there, like they have pony rides, they have strawberry picking, they have animals that they can pet, that is more geared towards what I sell. So I think that's a better choice for me rather than a coffee shop. I do recommend, if you are a local vendor to Hampton Roads, that that would be a great choice for you if you sell adult items. So that being said, another thing, which I just mentioned, sorry, sometimes when I get nervous, I jumble my words a little bit, but I did sell my first thing before the craft fair officially started, which brings me to the next thing that I learned. Get your payment stuff squared away before you go to the craft fair. I used Square for my payment method, and I got a Square card reader. I did not check it the night before. I got all the inventory input into Square. I thought I had everything set and ready to go. I did not check to see if the Square card reader was compatible with my phone before we went, and I learned quickly on that first sale that it was not. So I ended up having to send the very patient. So if you're watching this and you bought the Mabel Chicken from me, again, I say thank you for your patience and thank you for your understanding. I appreciate it, and I'm still very embarrassed about it. And thank you for allowing me to send you the PayPal invoice for it. But yeah, get your Square stuff or whatever payment method you choose squared away before you go, because the Square card reader was not compatible. Luckily for me, my husband is more tech savvy than I am, and he figured out how to do it. But I will say that when we were doing the sales for it, I had all the invoice input into the Square system. But when we were doing the tap to read and we were doing the sales on the Square, when we were inputting the sales, say for like the Axolotl, I don't have a tag on this guy because I still need to put his little puff paint eyes on him. For this guy is not for sale. This guy is for my little guy, but I am going to be making some Axolotls for markets. say if he had like a tag on him for $10, what we would do is we would put in the sale on Square for $10, but it would ring up $10, but it wouldn't say, okay, you're selling an Axolotl for $10. So it would ring you up for $10, but it wouldn't remove the Axolotl from the inventory. So before my next market, I have to go back in, and I believe I sold 3 Mabel chickens at the craft fair over the weekend. And it still says that I have, like, say I started with 6 Mabel chickens. I think it was more than that, but say I started with 6 Mabel chickens. Square still says I have 6 Mabel chickens in my inventory versus the 3 that I ended up with. So I have to count all my inventory again, which is a pain in the butt because that took me quite a lot of time to tag the items, to input them into Square and such. But I got to do that all over again because I didn't do it the Square. I didn't get the Square squared away before we went to the craft fair. So make sure you do that if it's your first craft fair. I'm sure if you've been doing craft fairs for a long time, you know what you're doing, but because it was my first craft fair, I was learning, and of course, you know, there's a learning curve when it's your first time doing something. So I would recommend that you check all that stuff beforehand. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Those were 2 of the big things. Also, I would say talk to other makers in your area. I found that because, you know, I conversed with the other, because I, you know, formed connections, because I networked, that, you know, I'm getting a lot of new followers on Instagram, and I'm following, you know, the local makers on Instagram, and we're talking to one another. We're telling each other, like, the girl that was in the booth next to me, Summer of Love, I saw some markets that I thought that were more fitting for her because she sells vintage clothes. I saw some markets that I thought were fitting for her, and I shot her a message on Instagram, and I was like, hey, look, this market would be perfect for you. It's probably not good for me because I sell kids items, but I think it would be great for you. You should check it out. And then I think that she would do the same for me. If she saw a kids market, she would shoot it over to me and say, hey, look, this is probably not right for me, but it's right for you. So network with people, form relationships, talk to the other makers that are in your local area. I would say be kind. If you see someone that needs help with their booth, if they're busy, hey, can I help you out? Is there something I could do for you? Those sorts of things. Those are the things that I learned. So just to recap, I can't think of other things on top of my head, but the 2 big ones were if you sell children's items, choose a venue that is friendly to what you sell. Like the farmers market that we're doing on Monday has a lot of children's activities there, so it's going to be great for me because I sell children's items. So there's the likelihood that the kids are going to want to see my booth. They're going to want to see what I sell. They're going to tell their moms and dads, hey, can you get me this, blah blah blah. So there's a good opportunity for me to be able to sell things. Also, like I said, get your payment method squared away before you go, so that you're all set to take payments and you don't have to do what I did and, you know, get flushed and embarrassed and start sweating and, you know, apologize profusely because you didn't set things up properly. And again, be kind to the other vendors. Establish relationships with the other vendors. If you look out for them, they're going to look out for you. I truly believe that. I truly believe that if you're kind to the other vendors, they're going to be kind to you. They're going to look out for you. You're going to look out for each other, and it's just going to be a beautiful relationship. And let's see. Put yourself out there. Just put yourself out there. I was so nervous and so scared to do my first craft fair because I'm so shy, and I am so excited now to do craft fairs. I'm so excited because I got a taste of my first craft fair. I got the first one out of the way, so a lot of my nerves are out the window now, and I'm so excited to grow my business. I'm so excited to meet people in our local area. I'm so excited to show them what I can do. I'm so excited to show them the things that I make because they're so cute. How can you not like this guy? They're so cute. And I'm just so excited to see where this can take my family and I. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to watch more things like this, like and follow, subscribe, and watch my channel, and I will share more videos for you like this. And I am going to be doing my next craft fair on Monday, Memorial Day, at Hickory Ridge Farm. So if you're local to me, come out and stop and say hi. It is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and there's going to be all sorts of activities for the kids there. They have pony rides. There is going to be strawberry picking. There is going to be a bunch of animals there. I'm excited about the animals because I love animals. I just want to pet all the chickens and everything. And I will be bringing tons of Mabel chickens. So if you're going to be there, check out my booth. I am Crafted Maverick. My name is Wendy. My husband's going to be there. Dave, my son, is going to be there, and we are so excited to see you. So again, Hickory Ridge Farm, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Memorial Day. So excited to see you. Come out, pick some strawberries, have a good time, and stop and say hi at our booth. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.